what's going on? A pluses, nerve mixes. It is your boy, Uchiha, and I'm here to bring you a review for Miss Marvel, episode 4, Seeing Red. So far, this is my favorite episode of Miss Marvel. Maybe it's the backdrop that we had going on with them going to Pakistan, Karuchi to be exact, or maybe it's just the fact that we're unveiling a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, lifting the veil on what's going on, particularly in the show where we kind of find out whether she's a evil genie, you know what I'm saying, or not. And come to find out, she's not. There's a lot going on, I believe, with different multiverses and dimensions and different stuff like that. When we find out that her people, you know what I'm saying, that are trying to get home really aren't trying to get home. They're trying to lower the veil and basically merge the dimensions or whatever, and that could end up in some type of catastrophe. Now, the mood of the MCU so far feels to deal with a lot of dimensions of the worlds, just deal with the multiverse. So this fits into the pattern of what we've been seeing so far. So I'm pretty interested in seeing how this is going to go. Now, the whole point of this episode was to, I guess, give a little backdrop in where, you know what I'm saying, Kamala's history comes from, and take us to Pakistan in order to talk with her grandmother, I believe it is, her mom's mom, in order to see what's going on with everything that happens. And I mean, we end up with some beautiful things going on, whether it's an amazing chase scene or just the way that they developed what's going on. You can see the strained relationship between her mom and her mother. And it was basically because like the relationship was strained because of all the theories her mom used to have. Well, all the theories Nanny used to have. And it kind of made Kamala's mom feel isolated when it came to trying to grow up in life. Like it was always about these fantastical things going on, but maybe that'll change if her mom comes to find out that most of that is going to be true. So I don't know. I really love that aspect of they're close to mending, you know what I'm saying, their strained relationship. But what's going on or what happened in the past, although it wasn't anything bad, because you know when it comes into, we watch most shows about strained relationships, it's always something like truly negative or violent or something that happens. So I'm really glad that we're getting away from that, and this could just be uh my mom your grandma's head was always in the clouds, and it made my life a living hell because it was always these fantastical stories she was telling when I had friends and stuff around. And it just kind of isolated me to being the girl whose mom, you know what I'm saying, was crazy or something like that. So, but Nanny is not even trying to explain those type of theories or anything anymore. She really just wants to try to uh, help Kamala find out what's really going on with the bangle, and not worried about if it has anything to really happen with those stories and stuff like that. So that's interesting. So Kamala and her cousins end up going, you know, sightseeing. You see some amazing like sights, you know, of what's going on as they're explaining what's going on. But her cousins really don't seem like they really know the different thing. Like they have a lack of knowledge about their own culture sometimes. But they're taking Kamala across the city and showing her a little bit more about what's going on in her culture and helping her be a little bit more attached to what's going on. Maybe her knowing more about where she's from and who she is will help her understand what's going on with the bangle a little bit more. But she ends up going to the train station by herself because she has to figure out what's going on with this train, right? When she gets there, they have a crazy mural of Scott Lang. Which makes me feel like Ant-Man 3, you know what I'm saying, Quantuminium is really going to have something big like that. That's going to be the glue holding together phase 4. So, you're hearing a lot about Scott Lang. You're seeing a lot about Ant-Man and stuff through these shows. So, I really hope that he really has something big that's going to happen, since I think that's the first time you're actually really going to have to deal with Kang. Um, but as she's there and she's thinking about what's going on, she gets attacked by Armis Knight, aka Red Dagger. He sensed the Nor power inside of her and assumed that he's one of the bad guys. So they have this cool little flirty battle going on back and forth. Really let you display his abilities with throwing daggers. Hence Red Dagger with the red mask on, the red bandana tied around his face, and Kamala really showing she's starting to get a sense for what's going on with her powers as they're fighting. When they finally figure out that nothing is going on, that she's not, you know what I'm saying, one of the bad guys, Red Dagger takes her to their leader Waleed, who explains to her that she's not an evil Jinn. Basically, it was like it comes from the culture. If Thor would have landed in the Himalayas, they would have called him a Jinn too. You know what I'm saying? It's just that that's how they explain that mystical stuff, you know what I'm saying, going on. So you don't have to worry about being, you know what I'm saying, evil. All right. So he explains to her kind of like how our dimension and dimension that the clock, I always mess up what they're called. I want to say clandestine, come from, are kind of on top of each other. And that if they succeed in merging the worlds to bring their world in, then like we're all screwed. So that kind of makes it raise the stakes about what's going on. But the problem with the stakes in this, because we already know Miss Marvel is in the Marvels movie, you kind of feel like she's going to survive. But I love the fact of how they're building up the people around her, because then that kind of raises the stakes, because boom, YB dies. So somebody that we barely got to know, but who had a plethora of information and ended up getting connected to very quickly, ends up biting the dust. So I guess that's a way that they make the stakes seem like they're a little higher, you know what I'm saying, than what we feel like they are, because we know Kamala's going to succeed. But how many people is she going to lose on her way to succeeding in, you know what I'm saying, her venture that she set upon right now? So we also kind of see that she might be able to like travel to the other dimension using her power. So maybe that's what's going to set up episode 6. The final battle is when she goes there. So we'll see what happens. The clandestines ended up like getting out of the DODC Supermax jail, but they leave Cameron behind for betraying them. That's when we see this really cool chase sequence. Now we've seen a lot of chase sequences in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but this one just looks a little bit better, and I think it's because of where they're at. On the little cart running away, Kamala using her powers, you know what I'm saying, having to jump in and drive a car, drive a big truck after you saw the way she drove a car. Just the normal, you know what I'm saying, whimsical, funny, you know what I'm saying, chasing through the city. Waleed runs up against the leader of the clandestines and ends up dying, and but saves Kamala and Red Dagger. When Kamala and Najma end up like getting into a little fight, the bangle gets something stuck in it, and like you see Kamala transporting to the partition, and hopefully that's what we're gonna find out what happened to Aisha and everything. Now, I was checking out Dinner Geek, and if you guys watched the Hill Report last Sunday, you know, we quoted them on an article that they had. Now, one of the theories that they had at Dinner Geek that I actually agree with is that when she's transported there, their guess is that when Aisha betrayed Najma, that she used the bangle to help her human family escape instead of her clandestine one, and either she got murdered or stuck between dimensions by Najma. So I'm hoping that this next episode that we get tomorrow will actually break down more of what's going on with that, and I really can't wait. A lot of people are up in arms about this. They say that this is a show for kids. It's not the Marvel that they want, man. Screw what y'all saying. This is excellent storytelling, and storytelling is for all ages. You know what I'm saying? We're here so that we can get away and enjoy something. I'm really enjoying this. To me, it's a top 3 MCU show, TV show so far, and I can't wait for episode 5 to see what happens. Man, we got 2 episodes left, and I'm really enjoying this series. You guys, let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. Can't wait to see you guys back Thursday for the episode 5 review. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Of course, we're on the run to become monetized, so you guys make sure you share this with your friends. Let's get that subscriber count up. Let's get these views up. Help us be able to bring you guys more viable content, and just be able to build this world over here at Hero Report with you guys. We got a lot of ideas. We got a lot of stuff we want to do, but we need help from the community in order to be able to get there. All right. Don't forget to follow us at A Plus Opinions on everything. You can follow me at Nerd Mix Alpha on Instagram, Nerd Mix Music on Instagram. Don't forget to search Indie Channel on Spotify, man. Got a lot of good music up there. Until next time, guys, keep it A plus. This has been a Nerd Mix. Indy's out of here.